Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Yesterday, the 6th of May 2025, a publication was released that the government is planning to implement new immigration policies that prevent visa application for some nationalities. They're planning to restrict visa application for individuals that come from certain nationality, and the most popular nationality specified in this publication are Pakistan, Nigeria, Sri Lanka, just to mention a few. Now, there are different reasons why they are planning to implement a new policies that stops people from applying for visas across different visa categories if you belong to some of the nationalities published in the publication around this restriction coming up. And I think the major reason is because of the high statistic released by ONS around the number of people who come into the UK legally, and at some point they probably their visa expires and they then seek asylum. So it looks like there are a massive number of people from these nationalities coming to the UK for different visa categories like student visa, charity visitor visa, and along the line, probably towards the end of the expiration of their current visa, they then go ahead to seek asylum. And in most situations, many of these asylum applications got approved, and they've recorded a massive number of people in these nationalities applying as asylum seekers. So let's go into full details around this possibility of people from this nationality being restricted from applying for visas. If you're currently in the UK on a visa, you're an immigrant, you sure don't want to stick to this video to the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do want to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. On this channel, I share everything UK immigration, transition into tech, and personal finance. And my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So as you can see, visa applications for some nationalities could be restricted. Now let's read more information about this. Now it's saying that visa application for nationalities thought most likely to overstay and claim asylum in the UK could be restricted under the new government crackdown. And as we all know, the current government are planning to reduce the number of net migration. That is the difference between people leaving the UK and coming into the United Kingdom. Now, under the Home Office plan first reported in terms, people from countries such as Pakistan, Nigeria, Sri Lanka may find it more difficult to come to the UK to work and study. Now, the ministers believe that there's a particular problem with those who come to the UK legally on work or study visa and then lodge a claim for asylum, which is granted and would allow them stay in the country permanently. Now, a Home Office spokesperson said, our upcoming immigration white paper will set out a comprehensive plan to restore order to our broken immigration system. It's quite funny how people come into the country legally on student visa, some even come on work visa, and they then go ahead to lodge a claim for asylum, which if granted will allow them to stay back in the country, which is quite alarming and interesting in a way, because of the number of restrictions that comes with being an asylum seeker here in the United Kingdom. Now, it is not clear which nationalities are most likely to overstay their visas, as the Home Office has not published statistics on exit checks since 2020 due to a review into the accuracy of the figures. Now, many exits from the UK can go unrecorded, meaning those without departure record were not necessarily still in the country. Now, if we go higher to, let's look at some of the statistics that they've got in here. Now, so latest Home Office figures show that more than 108 people claimed asylum in the UK last year, the highest level since record began in 1979. Over 100,000 people actually seek asylum, towards the end of last year, like throughout the period of last year. And it's quite interesting to see that in total, about 10,000 of those individuals are, Pakistani nationals. They also claim asylum. Now, most of any nationality, we have about 2,862 Sri Lankan nationals, and we also have 2,841 Nigerian nationals claimed asylum in the same period. So it means that 2023-2024, they recorded over 100 people claiming asylum in the UK, and many of these individuals are those who came in legally for different visa category. Now, the latest figure for 2023-2024 also shows that there were 732,285 international students in the UK, with most coming from India, which is about 107,000, and China, which is about 98,000, which is quite a whole lot. I mean, this number is definitely reduced in the 2024-2025 financial year, and this is because of the policies that stop immigrants from bringing in family. So this number is definitely going to reduce massively in the following year. Now, the number of UK work visas has dropped, as I said, drops in 2024 compared to the year before. Now, since becoming Prime Minister last year, Keir Starmer has promised to reduce both illegal and legal migration, but has previously declined to offer a net migration target, saying an arbitrary cap has had no impact in the past. So unlike the Conservative Party, whereby they tell you, oh, we're going to reduce the number to 300k, which had never happened. So the new government is trying to play a little bit safe. So they're not specifying the targets they're trying to hit, but the whole idea is that they're saying that they will reduce net migration without a figure in mind. Now, so the Labour's plan to reduce migration include making it a criminal offence to endanger lives of others at sea, to target small boats, cutting demand for overseas hire by developing training plans for sectors that are currently reliant on foreign workers. Now, the current Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, has criticized the previous Conservative government, saying it's failed to deliver lower net migration numbers by design, not accidents. So net migration is the number of people coming into the UK minus the number of people living in the UK. It's the record high of 906,000 in the year to June 2023, but has then reduced to 728,000 in the year to June 2024, which is definitely going to also reduce in the year June 2025 because of how UK is no longer an attractive destination for immigrants looking at studying abroad, which is quite, I mean, in as much as it's understandable that people are beginning to seek asylum, many people are finding it almost impossible to even get a professional job anyways. Now, we've seen so many people who spend close to 13 to 18,000 pounds on master's program, and they find it almost impossible to get themselves a professional job after completion of their program, which is quite ridiculous. I mean, even getting entry-level job is quite a challenge, not impossible, because we've had so many people who have been able to get a professional job, myself included. However, the number of jobs available compared to the number of people applying for the same job is quite low, and major reason why most people are beginning to kind of seek asylum, since they are unable to get the professional job at the end of their master program. And it's quite understandable. Even those people who are currently on post-study work visa, many of them are finding it difficult to get jobs, and those who are even probably still looking at going into the healthcare space, there are now so many restrictions in the healthcare sector that prevent people from being able to bring in their dependents, or their dependent being able to switch on the health and care visa with them, which also make it a little bit challenging to get on the work visa. So most people will end up rounding off their post-study, the duration on their post-study work visa, and couldn't get a professional job to keep them back in the country. The record is showing that many of them are beginning to apply for, to seek for asylum in order to allow them stay back in the country permanently. And as you can see from the statistics that was released earlier, they had over 100,000 people who applied for, for asylum last year, which is the highest number ever they've, recorded since 1970. So yeah, with the plan of the government trying to kind of restrict or prevent visa application for some nationalities, what are your thoughts about this? Do you think this kind of makes sense, or do you think this is really going to help them in any way to reduce net migration? Please state your thoughts in the comment section. And if you're also currently in the UK as an immigrant, what are your experiences when it comes to trying to get a job, getting on a work visa, and being able to start counting the number of years required to get your indefinite leave to remain? Share your experience with us in the comment section. This might help someone make the right decision if coming to the UK is a good move or not a good move in 2025. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do well to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. On this channel, I share everything UK immigration, transition into tech, and personal finance. You want to stick with us on this channel. And for my returning subscribers, you guys are the reason why I keep making these amazing videos on this channel on a weekly basis. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.